What if you could ensure family gatherings were peaceful and supportive despite the challenges of co-parenting? By the end of this episode, you'll see how educating your relatives about your co-parenting partnership and setting clear boundaries can transform family interactions and create a supportive environment for everyone involved. Welcome to the Positively Inspired CoParenting podcast. Today, we're diving into the dynamics of co-parenting and how extended family members can play a crucial role in creating a supportive environment. We'll explore the power of clear communication and setting boundaries through two compelling stories that highlight the impact of involving relatives in co-parenting. Right now is a great time to hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the bell so you don't miss any episodes. The purpose of these stories is to illustrate scenarios that are relevant to your co-parenting journey. Some stories will be real-life scenarios of myself or people we've worked with, and there will be stories that are fictional, that are relatable to the lives of all of us on our co-parenting journey.
Meet Linda. She's a devoted mother who has been navigating the challenges of co-parenting with her ex-husband, Mark. Now, Linda is a compassionate and organized woman who always puts her daughter, Emma, first. The holidays are approaching, and Linda feels a familiar twinge of anxiety as she recalls previous family gatherings. Her brother Alex, he is a successful but outspoken lawyer who has never been shy about expressing his disapproval of Mark. And despite Mark's genuine efforts to be a cooperative co-parent, Alex continues to hold on to old grievances from the past. Family gatherings, which should be joyful on occasion, often become tense as Alex's comments create an uncomfortable atmosphere. This year, Linda is determined to make the holiday different for the sake of her daughter, and she knows that Emma is bright and sensitive. She's an 8-year-old who picks up on the tension, and it affects her deeply. And as the holiday dinner nears, Linda decides she's going to take a proactive step. She knows that addressing the tension head-on is the only way to ensure a peaceful gathering. And one chilly afternoon, she invites Alex to their favorite local coffee shop. It's a quaint place they've frequented since childhood. As they sit down with their steaming mugs, Linda takes a deep breath, gathering her thoughts. "Alex," she says, her voice steady but earnest, "I know you and Mark have had your differences, but for Emma's sake, can you try to make this holiday a peaceful one?" She looks directly into Alex's eyes, hoping to convey the importance of her request. Linda explains how much it would mean for Emma to have a joyful, conflict-free holiday. She highlights the efforts she and Mark have made to create a stable and cooperative co-parenting relationship, emphasizing that their focus is on providing the best possible environment for Emma. She loves having her family together, and I want her to have happy memories of these gatherings. "Can we put aside our differences," she says, "just for Emma?" Alex, now he's taken back. He sets his coffee cup down and leans back in the chair, thinking about Linda's words. He's always been protective of his sister, and he's struggled to accept Mark after the divorce. As Linda speaks, he hears the determination and love in her voice, which gives him pause. Linda continues, "We've set clear boundaries and roles to ensure Emma feels loved and secure." She details how she and Mark have created a schedule that works for everyone, ensuring that Emma spends quality time with both parents without feeling torn. "It's not just about us anymore. Alex," she says softly, "it's about Emma and making sure she grows up in a supportive environment. Think about your kids." Alex nods slowly, the weight of Linda's voice sinking in. He remembers how much he adores his niece and how he wants the best for her. Seeing the sincerity in Linda's eyes and understanding the effort she and Mark have put into their co-parenting arrangement, he begins to realize that his own grievances are secondary to Emma's happiness. With a deep breath, Alex says, "I didn't realize how much thought and effort you two have put into this. I'll do my best to support you and make this holiday a peaceful one for Emma." On the day of the holiday dinner, Alex keeps his promise. He arrives early, helping Linda set up the table and prepare the meal, creating a warm and welcoming atmosphere. As the family gathers, Alex makes a conscious effort to engage in positive conversations, steering clear of any negative comments about Mark. Throughout the evening, he focuses on enjoying the time with his family, sharing stories and laughing together. Mark arrives with a smile, and while the initial interaction is a bit awkward, Alex greets him politely, setting a respectful tone for the evening. The atmosphere remains peaceful, with everyone contributing to the joyous spirit of the holiday. Emma, perceptive as ever, notices the calm and happy moods around her. She moves from one family member to another, her face is lighting up with happiness. At one point, she looks up at Linda and Alex. Her eyes are sparkling. "This is the best holiday ever," she whispers to her mom, squeezing her hand. Linda feels a wave of relief and gratitude. The effort to ensure a peaceful gathering has paid off, and seeing Emma playful and happy makes it all worthwhile. The evening, it ends on a high note, with the family feeling closer and united. Linda's proactive communication and boundary setting paid off, creating a harmonious environment for the holiday. By taking the initiative to address potential conflicts head-on, she demonstrated the importance of clear and compassionate communication in co-parenting dynamics. Linda's ability to explain the significance of a cooperative co-parenting relationship to her brother Alex not only improved the family atmosphere, but also reinforced the support system for her daughter Emma. Through her actions, Linda showcased how setting clear roles and boundaries can transform a potentially tense situation into a joyful and memorable experience for everyone involved. Her approach ensured that Emma could enjoy the holiday without the burden of family tension, allowing her to focus on the love and joy that family gatherings should bring. Emma's excitement was evident as she moved from one family member to another, her face lighting up with happiness. She felt secure and cherished, surrounded by the warmth of her family's cooperation. This story highlights the broader lesson that co-parenting isn't just about the relationship between the parents. It extends to how extended family members are integrated into the co-parenting framework. Linda's success in managing her family's dynamics serves as an inspiration for other co-parents facing similar challenges. It underscores the power of proactive steps, open dialogue, and a shared commitment to the well-being of the children involved. By fostering an environment of respect and cooperation, Linda and her family were able to create positive memories that will last a lifetime. This holiday harmony was not a result of ignoring past grievances, but rather of addressing them with empathy and foresight. It's a testament to how thoughtful, perception, and clear communication can pave the way for a supportive and loving family dynamic, even in the face of past conflicts. Emma's joy and contentment throughout the holiday were clear indicators of the success of Linda's efforts. Seeing her daughter so happy and carefree reinforced Linda's belief in the importance of maintaining cooperative co-parenting relationship and educating extended family members about its value. Linda's experience teaches us that while it may take effort and courage to set these boundaries and have these conversations, the reward is a nurturing and peaceful environment for our children. Her story is a powerful reminder that with the right approach, co-parenting challenges can be transformed into opportunities for growth and connection, ultimately leading to a stronger and more united family.
The following story might sound a bit familiar for some of us. Maybe we have lived it ourselves in one fashion or another. Let me share Sarah's story. She's a dedicated mother who's been working hard to develop a cooperative co-parenting relationship with her ex-husband Mike. Sarah is a determined and empathetic woman who prioritizes the well-being of her daughter Lily above all else. As the holidays approach, Sarah feels a mix of excitement and apprehension. Her brother, John, is passionate and outspoken. Her brother has always been vocal about his disapproval of Mike. Despite Mike's genuine efforts to be a cooperative co-parent, John clings to old resentments. Family gatherings, which should be a joyful occasion, often becomes tense and uncomfortable due to John's lingering grievances. Sarah is hopeful this holiday season will be different, but she can't shake the worry that old conflicts might resurface. Lily, she's a bright and observant 8-year-old. She senses the tension of it and it weighs on her, making Sarah even more determined to protect her daughter's happiness. John, Sarah's brother, kept bringing up the past grievances at every opportunity he got. With a family dinner on the horizon, Sarah feels uneasy but hopes for the best. The dinner is set to take place at her parents' home, a cozy house filled with memories of happier times. As Sarah prepares Lily for the evening, she finds herself distracted, thinking about the potential conflict. John, never one to shy away from expressing his opinions, has a knack for turning casual conversations into heated debates. Sarah remembers the last family gathering, where a simple discussion about school turned into a critique of Mike's parenting style. She hopes that tonight will be different, but as she drives to her parents' house, a sense of dread settles in her stomach. When they arrive, the house is buzzing with the sounds of laughter and clinking dishes. Sarah greets her family warmly, but she can't help but notice the wary glance John throws at her. She takes a deep breath, hoping that the festive spirit will keep things light and positive, but the unease remains just below the surface. During the dinner, the family is initially engaged in light-hearted conversation, sharing stories and laughter. However, as the meal progresses, John begins to steer the conversation towards Mike. He starts with subtle jabs, questioning decisions Mike made years ago. Sarah, noticing the shift in tone, tries to steer the conversation back to safer topics, but John is relentless. Eventually, John openly criticizes Mike, bringing up old conflicts and grievances. In a sarcastic tone, John brought up the time Mike missed Lily's birthday. Everyone started getting tense. The festive atmosphere flew out the window, and tension filled the air. Sarah, feeling the need to defend Mike and their co-parenting efforts, brought up that had happened a long time ago. Assured everyone, her and Mike had worked through that, and he's been a great father since. But John isn't ready to let it go. He asks Sarah how can she forget all the times Mike has let her and Lily down. His words cut through the room, making everyone uncomfortable. Sarah, frustrated and hurt, responded in a more forceful manner, indicating to John his way of approaching the situation wasn't helping. Not anyone. And firmly letting him know that they didn't need his negativity. As you can imagine, the argument escalated, voices rising and accusations flying. During the shouting, Lily, who had been playing in the next room, heard the commotion. She peeked around the corner. You could see the confusion and distress in her face. The sight of her family arguing about her father was overwhelming, and she felt a wave of sadness and insecurity washing over her. She went to a quiet corner, hugging her favorite stuffed animal for comfort, feeling the weight of her family's conflict. Can you put yourself in Lily's shoes for that moment? Do you think anyone that loves Lily would want her to go through that? The argument disrupted the dinner. What should have been a joyful occasion ended in sadness and despair. The festive decorations and delicious food no longer seemed to matter as the tension and conflict took center stage. Family members exchanged uneasy glances, and the cheerful conversations came to an end. The evening, meant to be filled with joy and togetherness, was now filled by bitterness and unresolved issues. Lily, who had retreated to a quiet corner, remained there, feeling the weight of the tension. She attempted to stay out of sight, not wanting to draw any attention to herself. As the argument subsided, the family members awkwardly resumed their meal, but the atmosphere was still heavy and uncomfortable. Sarah, feeling the sting of the evening's events, can't shake the worry for her daughter. Later that night, as Sarah tucked Lily into bed, she noticed her daughter's red-rimmed eyes and tear-streaked face. Lily tries to be brave, but the evening's turmoil has left her deeply affected. She asks Sarah why everyone was so angry, attempting to make sense of what she had seen. Sarah's heart ached, seeing her little girl so upset. She gently stroked Lily's hair, searching for the right words to console her. Sarah explained that sometimes adults get upset and say things they don't mean. And she reassured Lily that they all loved her very much, and none of that was her fault. Even after Sarah's comforting words, the impact of the evening didn't go away. Lily kept sobbing quietly, clutching her stuffed animal. Sarah stayed with her until she fell asleep, her mind racing with thoughts of how to prevent such a situation in the future. The night ended on a somber note, with Sarah vowing to find a way to shield her daughter from such emotional turmoil. As we all don't want our kids to have to go through that over and over again. Sarah's experience focused on the negative impact of unresolved family tensions on children. The evening, which could have been a time of joy and connection, was overshadowed by an old grievances and the inability to communicate effectively. Lily, an innocent bystander, bore the brunt of the evening's conflicts, her happiness shattered by the conflict around her. The image of her daughter sobbing quietly in bed stayed with Sarah. It was a sharp reminder of the emotional turmoil that unresolved family issues can cause. This story underscores the importance of communication and setting boundaries to prevent such conflicts. Had Sarah and Mike communicated their progress in cooperative co-parenting to their extended family, and had they set clear expectations for behavior during family gatherings, the evening might have unfolded differently. It's a strong lesson in the necessity of bringing extended family members into the loop and helping them understand and respect the new dynamics. Sarah's story is a powerful reminder that co-parenting successfully requires more than just cooperation between parents. It involves educating and setting boundaries with extended family members to create a supportive environment for the children. By fostering open communication and addressing underlying tensions, families can prevent such painful experiences and ensure that their gatherings are truly joyful and nurturing. In the end, Sarah's determination to change the family dynamics for the better was fueled by her love for Lily. She understood that taking these steps, she could create a more stable, loving environment where her daughter could thrive. It's a journey that many co-parents can relate to and learn from, emphasizing the importance of addressing family conflicts to protect the well-being of the children caught in the middle.
Now let's take a moment to contrast these two stories and understand the lessons they offer. In the first story, Linda, she took proactive steps to educate her brother Alex about her co-parenting arrangement with Mark. By setting clear boundaries and communicating the importance of their cooperation for Emma's well-being, she ensured a peaceful and enjoyable holiday gathering. Emma felt secure and happy, witnessing her family getting along. So Linda's proactive communication and boundary setting created a harmonious environment that allowed her daughter to experience the joy and stability of a united family celebration. In stark contrast, the second story illustrates what happens when these steps are not taken. Sarah and Mike did not communicate their co-parenting progress to their extended family. This lack of communication led to unresolved tensions surfacing during a family dinner, resulting in a heated argument. The tension and conflict left their daughter Lily feeling confused and distressed, ultimately causing her to sob quietly at bedtime. The absence of clear communication and boundaries turned what should have been a joyful occasion into a night of emotional turmoil for Lily.
These stories clearly show how educating relatives about your co-parenting arrangement and setting boundaries can dramatically influence family dynamics. By fostering understanding and respect among extended family members, you can create a supportive environment that positively impacts your children's emotional well-being. Again, failing to communicate and set boundaries can lead to conflicts that deeply affect your children, leaving them feeling insecure and upset. Linda's experience shows the benefit of proactive communication and setting clear expectations, which can transform family gatherings into peaceful and joyous occasions. Sarah's experience, on the other hand, enhances the potential harm of unresolved family tensions and the importance of addressing these issues to protect your children's emotional health. By reflecting on these stories, co-parents can learn the importance of involving extended family in their co-parenting journey and the critical role of clear communication and boundaries. These actions not only help in preventing conflicts, but also ensure that family gatherings are occasions of love and support, fostering a nurturing environment for the children.
As we've seen in these stories, clear communication and setting boundaries are not just beneficial, they are essential for creating a peaceful and supportive co-parenting environment. Linda's story highlights the power of taking proactive steps to educate and set expectations with extended family members. Her efforts led to a harmonious family gathering, allowing her daughter Emma to enjoy a secure and loving atmosphere filled with joy and connection. On the other hand, Sarah's story serves as a cautionary tale. The lack of communication and unresolved tensions resulted in a disputed family dinner that left Lily feeling sad and anxious. This stark contrast underscores the significant impact our actions and decisions can have on our children's emotional well-being. These narratives illustrate that successful co-parenting involves more than just cooperation between parents. It extends to how we integrate and communicate with our extended family members. By fostering open dialogue and setting clear boundaries, we can create an environment that supports our children's growth and happiness. Remember, taking the time to explain your co-parenting arrangements and expectations to your family can transform potentially tense situations into opportunities for bonding and support. It ensures that your children feel loved and secure, even in the face of past conflicts.
If you found yourself in similar situations, remember that taking proactive steps can make a significant difference. Reflect on your own co-parenting dynamics and consider how you can improve communication and set boundaries with your extended family. Your efforts can transform family interactions and create a more supportive environment for your children. I know your time is valuable, and I know there are many choices. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for deciding to spend your time with us. We will continue sharing co-parenting insights and strategies with you so we can all live more fulfilled and mindful lives together. If you'd like to learn more about positive co-parenting and bring all these benefits into your life, subscribe to this podcast. Or, for even more tips to improve your co-parenting relationship, you will find my blog on my website, www.getpositivelyinspired.com/blog. Join us in our next episode where we'll continue exploring educating relatives in co-parenting dynamics. In part 2, we'll go deeper into practical strategies for guiding extended family on their roles and boundaries, ensuring a supportive environment for your co-parenting journey. Reflect on how you can apply these techniques to your own family dynamics and make a positive impact. Thank you for listening to Positively Inspired Co-Parenting. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share it with others who might benefit. Until next time, remember that clear communication and thoughtful preparation can transform your co-parenting journey. See you on Thursday. Live on purpose, and remember, let's be positively inspired co-parents.